evening and welcome back, friends. Today, 1/5 of general elections 2024 is over. Fate of 102 Lok Sabha seats already canned in those electronic voting machines, with this gigantic democratic exercise panning out, world's biggest as yet. Today, while we brought you all the coverage from the ground of those constituencies and those 21 states, in the evening, in this edition of Versus, we are focusing on something which transpired in a Delhi court. Today, Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal's mango diet reached the court and was being discussed amid charges from the Aam Aadmi Party that their leader was not being provided insulin, suggesting even that there was some conspiracy to compromise his health. The Enforcement Directorate maintained that all protocols were being followed when it came to diabetes and Tihar inmates, insofar as the Delhi Chief Minister was concerned. Kejriwal's side wants access to their private doctor. The ED says Aam Aadmi shouldn't get privileged access. Which side has merit is what we are going to discuss. Let's look at the developments of the day on Aam Aadmi versus the mango diet, and then I come back with one versus one on the other side.
Diet chart has been placed before the court. The diet chart had mangoes and sweets. We placed before the court. Regularly consuming sweet foods, which is not permitted for any diabetes patients. I don't want to make any further comments. Matter is pending before the court. They have withdrawn, but the person is in court's custody, and it is the duty of the court to take care to ensure that they are not being a hazard to themselves.
This is an issue made by ED so that there is home cooked food also should be stopped. This concerns the health. We are very concerned, and whatever he is taking is as per the doctor's prescription. Otherwise, the matter is sub judice. Whatever he is having is as per the doctor's prescribed diet. I don't want to say anything much further.
All right, we have joining us Amit Tiwari, BJP spokesperson. He's joining us live from Delhi, as also Akashdeep Muni. He's a political analyst but presents the Aam Aadmi Party view. So I would want to begin with you, Akashdeep Muni. What's the fuss really about? If Arvind Kejriwal's sugar levels are increasing, obviously, as we know, the basic general knowledge about diabetes type 2, that it is connected with the diet. So if the diet is being examined, why should the Aam Aadmi Party object?
See, Abhishek, nobody is objecting to inspection of diet. It will be done by the Honorable Court. But the interesting factor which came out through today's proceedings in the court is that while the Enforcement Directorate lawyer, Mr. Hussain, says that sugar level of Arvind Kejriwal is increasing alarmingly, acknowledges it. Why the counsel of Tihar jail, Mr. Handu, says that there is no need for insulin for Kejriwal. Why the Tihar officials are not providing insulin to Arvind Kejriwal? What is the reason behind it? This is a bigger question today. That a diabetic, you want to peep into his food, do that, most welcome. But why aren't you providing him insulin? And the most factor is that what this case all about, this case is heard all about is that Kejriwal is saying, give me 15 minutes video conferencing time with my doctors. Why aren't you giving it? Is he a terrorist that you are not providing him 15 minutes video conferencing time with the private doctor, his doctor? अरे डॉक्टर से अपॉइंटमेंट लेना चाहता है बंदा, डायबिटिक है. Why?
No, Akashdeep, you see, he might not be a terrorist, but isn't he an Aam Aadmi? The question is that whatever
don't you see a doctor?
Protocols and facilities are available to any under trial in the Tihar prison, if that same is available to the Delhi Chief Minister being an Aam Aadmi, why should he be objecting? Why should he not?
I'm sorry to say this.
Use that facility.
I'll tell you. Wait a second, sir. 30 seconds. I'm sorry to say, Abhishek ji, you are wrong on this. You have not gone through the proceedings, with all respect. He is denied insulin not because he is denied doctors, not because he's a aam aadmi or khas aadmi. He is denied doctors because, as per the lawyer counsel of Tihar jail says, that if he takes insulin, sugar level will go down drastically. And as per the
I have gone
recommendation
through
of
Akashdeep.
doctors,
Akashdeep.
no,
Akashdeep.
listen to me,
I have gone
listen to me.
through. I have gone through minute by minute proceeding. No, Akashdeep. I have
So
gone
there is
through
no
minute by
mention of
minute
Aam Aadmi,
proceeding
sir.
of what happened in the Rouse Avenue court today. No. I tell you why it is. The reason why it is that when Mr. Kejriwal was in ED custody, there were periods when he turned hypoglycemic, which means his blood sugar level went down. Also, while he has been on insulin for some time, in the present, at least when he was taken into custody by the Enforcement Directorate, he was actually not on insulin. It's only when his sugar levels have increased that the need for insulin has been felt. Obviously, there is a team of doctors available 24/7 in Tihar prison. And remember, by the way, jail administration is still with the Aam Aadmi Party government, Akashdeep. It's not as if somebody from outside has control over it. So this fuss is clearly aimed at politicking.
Sir, you have kindly, let's not mislead the audience. DG Prisons of Tihar Jail reports to LG and indirectly reports to MHA. He is chosen by LG. He is recruited by LG through MHA. So, although Tihar Jail comes in the governance of Delhi government, but the Delhi DG prison is appointed and selected by MHA through the Lieutenant Governor of Delhi. So it's BJP. I want to tell you one more important thing that
No,
happened.
it's not.
Today.
It's not. I think you are misconstruing the basics of federalism. The All India services, as they operate, obviously the center hires them.
Are you saying that?
But then they are with the state administrations, and in this case, the jail department is fully well within the Delhi government, right? It is not under the LG.
Kailash Gehlot. Are you saying the DG prisons reports to Kailash Gehlot?
Obviously, the jail department is with Kailash Gehlot. And that has been the argument. In fact, that has been the argument of Arvind Kejriwal's lawyer that ED should get out of it. It is between us and the jail administration. Please get out of it. Their problem is with the ED, not with the jail administration.
Please Google DG prisons of Tihar jail reports to MHA or not. Please Google.
No, I don't need to Google.
It reports to.
I don't need to Google. I don't need to Google the jail.
MHA आपके शो में कई बार बीजेपी के स्पोक्सपर्सन ने बोला है सर, आप प्लीज थोड़ा सा इंफॉर्मेशन लीजिए. डीजी प्रिजन्स एमएचए को रिपोर्ट करता है, कैलाश गहलोत को नहीं रिपोर्ट करता सर.
No, BJP. No, it does not. No. You're getting it wrong. You see, no. I'm aware of the facts. I'm aware of the facts. This is not how it works. But Amit Tiwari, the argument is that you are not providing insulin. That's why there should be a private doctor. There is a political argument to it. So you have to respond to that.
Yes, this is only a political argument, and all these arguments are being raised so that the main issue of corruption is diverted. First of all, let me respond to the issue of terrorists. We have not called him terrorist. He is not a terrorist, but certainly he is not a Aam Aadmi. He is a special man with corrupt background. Secondly, my friend Akash is saying that the DG prisons report to LG and MHA. If that be the case, what kind of services Satinder Jain was getting inside the prison? Prison as a subject is a state subject. It is not a transferred subject to the union. Therefore, Delhi government of NCT of Delhi has complete control over the prison. A. B. Whenever a person is in prison, he is in the custody of the judge, the concerned court. He is not in the custody of ED. Certainly, if you have perused the entire proceedings that took place today inside the courtroom, you will realize that there is a diet chart plan. When Arvind Kejriwal was being remanded to the judicial custody, they moved an application. The court allowed it to have him home-cooked food according to the diet plan. Today, they themselves have admitted that there are deviations from the diet plan. Which doctor to a patient who is so much diabetic will allow him to have puri, aloo, mangoes, sweets, sweet tea? Which doctor will allow it? So they themselves have created this situation so that the real issue of corruption is diverted, and the people of Delhi will will entangle themselves in the issue of political debates and all that. So he is trying to create a situation because let's see, what did he say earlier during 2011, 12, 13? When he said that I swear on my children that I will not go with the Congress or the BJP, then he went with the Congress. So somebody who is not committed to his children, how will he be committed to himself? He is very clever. He knows that if I can control this much, if I will have these foods,
Amit Tiwari, let's stick to the facts. I've come prepared, and let's stick to the facts. Akashdeep, the day Mr. Kejriwal, Amit Tiwari, hold on, Amit Tiwari, hold on. आप थोड़ा structured conversation करें, Amit Tiwari. I'm intervening and you're not stopping. That's not good.
I'm sorry.
You see, Akashdeep Muni, I have come prepared with facts. That's all right. You see, 4th of April, Arvind Kejriwal's sugar was 116, which is obviously a border case, but still in control. On 12th of April, Arvind Kejriwal's sugar shot up to 280. That's bad. On 14th of April, it is 276, still bad. Now look at the diet chart. In the morning, he has high glycemic index diet, which includes namkeen bhujia, which includes bananas, which includes eggs. I believe eggs are okay. In the afternoon, he has rice, he has potatoes, he has aloo, sweets, etc. And on 3 occasions, they have themselves admitted they had mangoes. Only on 3 occasions, plus the Navaratri food, which is okay, fine. But then the fact is that there is a clear deviation from diabetes type 2 diet chart as is prepared or applicable to Arvind Kejriwal. The ED is only mentioning that, only bringing that to notice. Why blame ED for what Arvind Kejriwal is doing, what his home food is doing? And mind you, this is home food. This is not even Tihar prison food.
Chalo, very good. Now you say that his sugar level spiked on April 12th, April 18th, right? This is what you're saying. And he had mangoes. 14, agreed, sir. 14, 12, 14, 18, agreed. He had mangoes, which should not have been taken because he is a sugar patient. Today in the court, it was submitted that no mangoes has been given to him after April 8th. 8th. This is court proceedings. I'm quoting the honorable court proceedings. I'm not paraphrasing, I'm quoting that no mangoes has been sent after April 8th. The mangoes has been made. So listen to me carefully. So his sugar level is not increased because of mangoes.
Listen, no, I tell you, mango is just one. Now you are headline hunting. No, I have to correct you. Mango is just one of the many foods he has eaten, right? 48 meals, only 3 had mangoes. But otherwise, he has had tea, he has had sweets, he has had namkeen, he has had bananas. So it's not just about mangoes. Now you are headline hunting. He has had rice, he has had potatoes.
I was actually waiting for this question. Thank you. He had sugar in tea, right? Yesterday in court.
No, he might have a sugar-free, that's okay. But I'm saying in totality, if you look at it, the food is something which has contributed to the sugar spike. That's the argument.
How can you say this? Who said this? How can you say this? Are you a doctor?
Because it's getting reflected in the numbers of the...
How can you say
that's getting reflected in the numbers. No, I need not be doctor to be knowing the numbers, right?
Okay,
the numbers are there, 116,
that...
280, 276. It's all connected with food, nothing else. Of course, the Chief Minister might be under a bit of stress also, and the stress is a contributing factor to diabetes. Maybe that's getting reflected there. But the political argument, Akashdeep, is something which smacks of double standards. Okay. Now, let me get you the soundbite of Atishi today when she spoke on the subject, and then I'll show you how it is double standards. I'm coming back to you. Just listen to what Atishi has said.
आज भारत की स्वतंत्रता के 75 साल बाद प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी वही कर रहे हैं जो अंग्रेज अपने शासन में करते थे कि अपने विरोधियों को जेल में ठीक खाना नहीं पहुंचाने दे रहे हैं, उनको दवाइयां नहीं पहुंचाने दे रहे हैं, उनको प्रताड़ित कर रहे हैं।
moved an application requesting the court to allow Mr. Kejriwal to consult his lawyer, a doctor who was treating him for the last many years. So that request was opposed by the Superintendent Jail through their lawyer, and even ED opposed that request. So the matter is fixed for Monday for orders. Yes, no, they said we want to file a reply, so tomorrow they will file the reply. Whereas 48 times food was delivered to him in the jail, and only 3 times a small mango in a small container was there. Here they are trying to make it an issue. No, they say we are monitoring, and he says my VP is fluctuating even 300 crosses, therefore he needs immediate insulin.
I don't think, let Amit Tiwari respond to that. What's the problem with insulin, Amit Tiwari? It's so easily available. Why is it becoming an issue insofar as Tihar administration is concerned? Does the Tihar administration does not understand that insulin is such a basic medicine that it should be available? And if it is not available, why?
If he is seriously ill, he should be provided insulin. We are very fair in that. But let me respond to this question. There is a team of doctors inside the Tihar prison also. They monitor the situation, and it is only upon their prescription that any medicine is given, be it Mr. Kejriwal or be it any other inmate. So far as insulin issue is concerned, Tihar, through its counsel, which is reported in live law, has very categorically stated that when we asked Mr. Kejriwal, he said, I used to take insulin, but now I had stopped it. So whether he is to be provided insulin or not is to be decided by the doctors, not by us. Even when the application is moved in the court also seeks opinion of the medical board of the prison and then decides whether to allow him or not. So it's for the doctors to take a call. But politicizing the issue, and look at the manner in which the issue is being politicized, that somebody else is doing. He's in judicial custody. ED officials doesn't visit there. Nobody from BJP visits there. It's only his family who visits there. So it's the issue between the Tihar prison, which is directly under the control of government of NCT of Delhi, and Mr. Kejriwal. We have nothing to do with it. So far as medical condition is concerned, we have very specifically said that's for the doctors to decide what medicines to be provided, what not to be provided. But politicizing the issue so that a narrative is created and the main issue of corruption is diverted and a ground is created that please release me on bail because I am seriously ill. That's not going to happen, and nobody is going to tolerate that in the court. Please see in live law, it is very specifically reported that the court has said that certainly there are deviations from the diet chart, and we are looking at the compliance of the order. So the court will decide, the matter is inside the court. But we are only restricting ourselves to the issue of politics that they are doing, that they are trying to do from last 2 days. That's the issue.
Amit Tiwari, before I go to Akashdeep with those issues that you raised, my question is, for optics' sake, you think the DG prisons could have handled the issue better?
He is handling. Please see the responses that the Tihar prison has given inside the courtroom. And they are part of judicial record. They are saying that we are constantly monitoring him. The diet which is being prescribed, that is being given, but there are certain deviations. The court said, yes, these deviations are there. So there is a medical board. Doctors are there. Please see, please understand, they are bureaucrats. They will not take upon themselves because he is in the custody of the judge. He is not in the custody of the ED. It is the response. See, the prison is only a custodian of the inmate.
Okay.
So they will take care of him. They are competent people. Nobody outside.
Okay, Akashdeep.
Hard to comment on that.
Fair enough. Akashdeep, you see, just a couple of arguments. The prison administration is a set of professionals working there, right? Number one. Number two, the jail department is within the Aam Aadmi Party government's jurisdiction. Number three, in the arguments today in the court or the judge did not seem unduly taken in or disturbed by whatever was presented by the lawyers of Kejriwal. And that is the reason why the judge said that the order is being reserved till Monday. I believe everyone dealing with the situation is human, right? You might be accusing everyone of being political, but you are not accusing anyone, including the judge, of being inhuman. So the judge understands what the situation is and accordingly has said, okay, the order would come on Monday.
Okay. I want to again state that the Honorable Lieutenant Governor Delhi does the transfer posting of DG Prisons Tihar. I have a document of the recent transfer posting. I'll send it to your team. You can, they'll say share it with you. First, Second point, why his sugar levels spiked. Why it was not spiking previously? Why Kejriwal denied insulin previously? From 1st of February, Kejriwal was going through insulin reversal program, which stopped on 21st March, after which he went into prisons. That is why initially his sugar levels were not spiking. But after going into prisons, and that is why he was not taking insulin, because he was on an insulin reversal program. But then after his sugar levels spiked, he wanted insulin. He asked for insulin. Till date, he is not getting it. Okay, a diabetic ko insulin nahi diya ja raha, and you are saying that.
I think let's be clear. Let's be clear. The LG of Delhi has sought a report from the DG prisons of Tihar as to why this issue of insulin has arisen. The Aam Aadmi Party leaders maintain that the Delhi Chief Minister is not being given insulin, but the fact of the matter is that the DG prisons should have been a little quicker with facts coming out. They have not done that today in the court. I believe a report is awaited. We will bring you the latest as and when it happens, friends. The fact of the matter also is that the Aam Aadmi Party, while it professes to speak for the Aam Aadmi, seems to be wanting some privileges for their leader and the Chief Minister in terms of a daily 15-minute video conference with their private lawyer. It would be difficult purely on merits and on legal grounds perhaps to be allowed by the court, but we have to wait till Monday for that. But I have come to an end of this conversation. Thank you so much, Akashdeep and Mr. Amit Tiwari, for joining us. And short break. Burning question is back at 8 on the other side.